Has Stormworks got you down? Is your career mode not working? Are things just not turning out the way you want them to? Do do do. Today, I've got a new save file. I've already edited my settings, so I've got third person, I've got no clip, and I also turned on respawning, which I don't know why that would be off in career mode. But anyway, I actually just want to see what island that is. Man, what the hell? This is quite a little cluster. So there's this vehicle I worked on ages ago, speedboat, and it never went anywhere. And I thought this is the perfect kind of starter boat size. And I think it would be good to make something kind of, maybe I had this idea of it could be like a James Bond villain boat. So I want to take this idea of a little speedboat and make it something a bit more interesting than this. This one uses propellers, not very powerful propellers, and it has prefab engines. That's how old this is. But that's a lot longer. That's my shape now. I mean, it's not a lot longer. It feels a lot longer. And because it's wider, it's about 4 blocks wider. I think it's safe to get rid of the sort of inspiration boat. This is the very top of the boat, and what I want is sort of a walking area in the back. Something like this, right? So we have space at the back for 2 engines. Then, I don't know what can go under here, but we have some space in here for like a seating area. I've already done a little bit of deviating, so I think I'll have 2 ladders, one on each side, and then you have to kind of come up onto this little bit of a deck. And then back here, the engines will still fit into those gaps, so there'll be like a little walkway. I should probably round these edges maybe. Should I do that? The reason I wanted to get rid of the ladder from the middle, I want to put ladders on the outside so that I can do a water jet. And I know this is quite expensive. $3,000. And also, I can't remember which way actually these go. I'm going to hide this quite far back in though. So, probably about there. So I think a single water jet will do me for now. You need quite a lot of torque to run a water jet, so 2 engines combined into the one output will be good. They can just be hanging up there. I should bring them down. What am I doing? If I can get more weight lower, it will be better for the boat in general. So for the back, the fluid jet is maybe, it should probably still be within the water, but the pumping situation, like it's going to pump from inside the ocean anyway. The jet is as low as I can realistically get it without making some kind of little hump in the bottom. I'll be able to move this tank and I'll be able to bring the engines down, and if I can put them right beside the jet, then I should be able to centralize my weight better and also keep it lower, which would keep the boat more naturally stable. One thing I've been really enjoying recently is using doors or door frames as a way to place seats. I think I need to bring this out because of what I was thinking. Yes. So I can put some seats in here, and then I'll put a seat here, but I need one a bit further across to fill this out. And then this gives me a lot of seating space for my spy boat, which is now what I'm calling this. I think I'm going to be like an evil spy though. And then what I'll do in the corners here, if I get what is this, a 2x4 microcontroller, and then this one would be 2x5. There you go. Now I need a big window. Need a big window. Maybe a 2x window is fine. I'm only going to have the seat on one side. Yeah, and he'll be up quite high, I think. So a 2x window is probably okay. And then I use these diamonds. I don't know which is which though, is the problem. Oh, you know what? I love asymmetrical stuff, so maybe I should just do this. I think that the angled windows are too angled, like there's too much angle there. So this is 3 by 2 by 3. I want like, what, 2 by 2 by 3? Like that? That's so goofy. Let's put a wall here, right? This is where behind this will be the captain's seat. And I think it'll be up one. So he'll be like this. Be right over to one side. Needs a little bit of stairs to get up, because that's always nice. This is fine, but maybe I should move it up as far as I can. And then round this one out, the seat. So then we need a backing for this seat. This one's back front. Like that. Do I want to put that right there? I think I'm going to do this. So as a captain, I want to have as much protection, right, from driving. I've still got pretty good visibility, but I'm nice and protected there from wind and birds. Get rid of most of this, I think. We've got more seating space from doing that, and I can put a little armrest on here as well. Just for that seat gets an armrest, nowhere else gets an armrest. And this is enough space to put all the controls in. And then what I want to do here is do like a door that goes down. Got this idea. I think I'll try it out now. So this is going to be my spy boat. And if we look at the merge tool, you can see that this is red. So in terms of subgrids, I refer to red as the main grid. So what I want to do is add a stabilization system that will never let this boat flip over. I'm still experimenting with this. I'm not sure what its limitations are, but there is a piece that's on the workshop at the moment called stabilizer. This is a wheel. This is a 3X wheel, no suspension. And the wheel part has been XML modified so that I think it's 0 or -2 or something like that. So it's there, it's technically there, but it's not visible. And what this does is it tries to stay upright at all times. So it always knows which way is vertical and it always wants to orient itself that way. If I attach a pivot to that, so now my main grid is always trying to stay vertical. It doesn't want to move from its orientation it's currently in. Then I've got a little bit of rotation. So a robotic pivot has 90 degrees rotation in either direction. So it could never flip, like it will never let itself flip over completely. And if it does, it has a lot of force trying to flip it back the other way. I've seen it do some funny things where it tries to pivot out away from the robotic pivot. And so I'm thinking if I add another pivot, now it's got twice as much force holding it in line, and it can still rotate both ways, but still it gets twice as much force trying to rotate it back to normal, because these robotic pivots, even though they're not powered, they're trying to hold themselves at this level as well. Then what you do is you load back the vehicle. So I'll get my spy boat. And up the front of the boat, I have enough space, I think, to make this work. I could probably bring it back one more. So I'm going to paste that. And looking at the merge tool, this is now nowhere near the first grid. The main grid is red, the second grid is green, and the third grid is blue. And then I'm guessing the fourth grid is yellow. So if I merge the second and third grids into my boat, so my hull is not the main grid anymore, it should always try and stabilize itself based on this thing here. And I'm not going to power these pivots. They're just like stuck in that position, and they let the boat rotate a little bit so it looks like it's kind of floating and rocking around in the water. But really, it's going to try and hold itself pretty stable, and all I need to do is try and balance out the weight so that there's enough weight to keep it kind of looking like a boat. So you can already see it's not really rocking that much. It's rocking back and forwards a little bit, but side to side it's already leveled itself out. And this is a bit of a shame. I don't think I can do this door. all this is going. Not gonna work. The stabilizer can stay there. I could probably shift it forwards one block, but I'll only do that if it's really necessary. I think I'll just put a hatch in the side here. I like these hinged ones. As long as I give it enough space to go up and down, I think I'll go like this, and then I can bring this wall over a bit as well, maybe. Line it up with that one. Maybe I can use this for some equipment. And then a ladder can go... I probably won't even need a ladder. A ladder would probably be more pain than it's worth. Yeah, a ladder will be way more pain than it's worth. If I put a ladder in there, when you try to get on the ladder, it puts your character vertical, and with only 3 blocks of space to go vertical, the legs are going to clip into the floor, and there's a good chance that it'll cause some collision, and then you'll get damage on the boat. I'm not going to put a gearbox on this because it seems to be that 1-to-1 works well for fluid jets anyway. And when you start adding gearboxes, you do start introducing some loss, some power loss, efficiency loss. If I can just have it just enough where I can also get water into the system. Find out where the holes need to be, and then put some of these on. There you go. Cooling in, cooling out. I didn't do it symmetrically because of course, why would I? Boop and boop. Cooling done. For this, I do want to have some tanks to try and keep the system fed. Need the tanks like that. Yeah, this will work. So instead of, usually I would connect the power and the fluid together. What I can do is just run the fluid up, take a pipe, a T-piece, and I want to pressurize this. I think I'll use big pumps. Big pumps should be okay. This is going to be real hard to fix if it does break. I guess I can hop through here, but I wanted to put equipment in here, so this will be closed off. I should be able to hop over that. Hop, weld. But let's turn this into a cargo hold. The trick here is to use the door hinge to lock it permanently in place. And I think the sides here would be a good fit. So imagine this, you have door hinges on both sides of a door. So there's obviously no way that you can open that. There you go. So even if this were to get bumped quite violently, the door can't just like come out anyhow on its own. It's got to really be smashed up. I think even if it gets destroyed completely, it's probably still like totally sealed. Not sure about that, but there's no risk of losing the door at the moment. If I connect a door controller to seal, connect it into itself, it'll lock itself when it can. And because it's inside itself right now, it will lock itself. Some pivots, and I want them to be so when they're positive means it rotates up like that, and then merge those so that 2 pivots per door. And then I like to use an XML door piece on there, so I don't know how I'm going to get that. Yeah, I want to load this guy because he's got the piece I want. It's here. That one. So by stretching any block, like a door piece I think looks best because you get the black stripe down the middle. If you stretch it by 2, then it becomes this kind of offset half block. If you stretch it by an odd number, then you just get like multiplications of whatever the block was in the first place. So by doing it this way, we now have 2 odd numbered doors, or no, 2 even numbered doors opening directly center on an odd numbered boat. And that is still all sealed off. So I think we'll do this. We'll do that. Yeah, I'm okay with that. It's somewhere where I can chuck a box if I get a delivery mission. We need a tank as well, fuel tank. Let's just do the big one. Slap it in the middle, I think. We'll try and keep the weight distribution in the center. And we can also hook up the fuel and air lines. So that goes up underneath the seats. I probably want this to be where the air feeds from because it's the highest point on this boat. Means there's just less chance of choking the engine. So, how to get there though? I'll have to run a pipe across here. Yeah, connected, and then put over this side. This is where you connect the fuel, and the floor of this can be used to run the pipe. So that's good. All right, that's looking pretty good. Fuel can come in here, and if I follow the pipe, it goes down through this pipe, turns around, goes down the wall, pops out a little bit, goes back into the floor, and then it goes into a junction here where it can go up into the fuel manifold, or it can carry along and go up into the tank. And then the air does something similar. It comes up, jumps across, goes into the wall, down the wall, up the wall, and out the top at the highest point of the boat. So we have air, we have cooling, which is just coming off out of the ocean straight through. What was the other thing? Mod. Exhaust. I am cheating, and my exhaust is going directly into air manifolds. I don't need to worry about that. I need a battery. You'll always need a big battery to start a 3x sized engine. And I am going to put a roll or a pitch stabilizer in this boat. I figure where can it go? I figure my wheel glitch that I'm working on, this, I mean, it's not my wheel glitch. I figure this wheel glitch system here will keep it from rolling too far. But if I use a pitch stabilizer on the fluid jet, then that should help just kind of keep it level completely at all times. I think I've just got a lot of logic to do now. Logic. Oh, I need to put some controls in here for the driver. I like a lever. Levers look nice. I could do something nicer here, actually. If I do maybe 2 pivots to keep it symmetrical. And then get rid of this row below it so there's no collisions with what I'm about to do. I'll put the lever on the side here. Yeah, this will look cool. So the key goes there. The lever goes here. Turn the key down so it turns on a bit faster. Change WS. Something's not sealed. It might be the door. No, yes? No, it's not. Wait, what happened? What's not sealed? As soon as I open this, it floods though, so... Ah, so the main body isn't sealed. Something's unsealed it. Something in here most likely then. Yep. This patch here. So you've always got to watch out for pivots doing strange things. There we go, we're floating. It's gone the wrong way. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It'd be good to put something up there, actually. I wonder, I can put the display up there, for sure. I don't think I would use anything down here anyway. But, 1, 2... I'm just going to put a 1x2 display in here for the don't get lost unit. Which way is up? That way is up. If I need more instruments, I can definitely put them in there, but I don't think I need anything nothing's really important. I'll use this constant number. Actually, I'm not going to use that constant number. I want to seal off this, but it's 2 faces. It's the wedge and then it's the pivot, so I have to do something like this. What I want to do with the constant number is actually name it. I hate that you can't name them. If I say dash rotation on the name, and then I just make it a number output, and call that dash rotation. One thing is I can give it a property number, so it's way easier to change in the future. The real benefit is though, when you're doing all your logic, and you don't know what this 1x1 constant number does, I can see this is the dash rotation very clearly. It must connect to the dash. So I think I still need a bit of weight in the back. Remember, each one of these door frames is like 15.5 mass. They're all super heavy. This whole thing up the front's amazingly heavy. I might need to do some trickery. You know what? I do have a special block. Here we have the rocket booster of negative 1000 mass. Where will this go? There? Yeah. So now, this probably only weighs like 100, but on the very tip is negative 1000. See, that's trying to pull it up quite a lot. Way too much. But that's what I'm going to do. I will change that rocket booster so that it's maybe negative 200 or something. It's very cool. I like this boat. Now, I want my boat to be black. And I think maybe like a brown, an orangey brown maybe. An orangey brown. Like that. I want to get like a stripe. This and maybe a white stripe as well. There you go, a bit of painting. A bit of a brown color, make it look like maybe it's a wooden floor. A white stripe, red on the bottom. I need to paint the whole bottom red as well. Do all that in red. But maybe change something on the top so it's not all grey. But yeah, just I gotta do some logic, put some equipment in it, and then I can go and do a mission. No, what? Negative 687. I've added something too much too expensive. No, come on, what is it? Is it pumps? 200 each? Ooh, I could get rid of some pumps. So what are these? These are all pressurizing the fluid jets. Okay. I think I have to get rid of this pressurized system at the moment. Hopefully it works. So, what's going on here? Let's spawn. We've got equipment. We've got... Oh, that's not turning on. That does the lights, which aren't turning on. Oh man, stuff must not be connected. Well, I think I can go do a mission then. I've got all my seats are in place. I've got some equipment, not all the equipment I wanted. If I fall in, I can get back up. This works, that works. I have hoses and ropes. I have a fire extinguisher up here. Oh man, look, it's pretty far away. 5 casualties to a hospital. Oh no, it's inverted. And really aggressive. That roll is from the this thing up here. So turning is fine. Pitch is, I think, backwards. Yeah. I don't think we're gonna go very fast. This is cool though. I'm happy with this. And see how I can turn and it doesn't roll? So that's that thing in the front, the wheel. It's got a little bit of wiggle. Like it can give a little bit. It's not gonna do it too much. Also, I didn't put any buttons on for this cargo hatch. I can't even get in here. I should probably put a gate so I don't fall off the back. So I'll go try and do this mission then. I guess it's going to take a while for me to get over there. I'll cut through here, through past Olsen Bay. Poke around and maybe I can do it. I better save the game in case it all turns to crap. nearly at my destination, and I've used 300-ish liters of fuel. I think this was a 600-liter fuel tank, I think. And the way I'm going to go back will be along this bit of river and then up to Holt Town, and hopefully I can buy diesel. Oh, you know what? I won't be able to because I can't get the winch to winch out. I'll go up to Holt Town and hope that... Oh wait, there's... Why are all the diesels like way up on land? I'll go to Holt Town because then at least I'm closer getting back to the base. Gotta find these people as well. In the dark. Oh, it's like right there. I thought it would be on fire. There are people in the water. So it said 5. I've got 1. Here's 2. Oh no. Can I pick them up? I can. Another 1. Okay, we need to get that guy to follow. Ah. Who's following? Where'd the other guy go? Oh my god. Oh my god, I hate people who make boats like this. Yes, your character will fit through a too wide space, but it doesn't mean it's easy. I think that's it. I think we're good to go. I don't think it's going to matter which way I go to get to the hospital. I might go back the other way. Difference is if I want to go to Holt Central Hospital at Holt Town, or if I want to go to Sebastia's Hospital. I'd rather get closer to the outpost. I don't think I'm going to have enough fuel to make it there. Ooh. I'm just coming out of the river and into the ocean. I have 70 liters of fuel left. So on the right here is St. Sebastia's, and on the left is the beginner outpost. So I'm going to try and beeline to beginner outpost. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to make it. We'll probably be swimming a bit. If I can swim some of the survivors, this is so dumb. If I can swim some of the survivors over to the hospital, then I'll get the money, which then I'll be able to swim over to the outpost, spawn a less expensive boat, and then drive out and tow this boat back. That's the current plan. Unless I can make it, I don't know how 50 liters of fuel is going to get me over there. That's it. That's it. This is as close as we got. I don't think I'll need the defibrillator as long as I apply first aid. We're all swimming. And I'm not carrying anyone, so... Follow, follow, follow. Is that all of them? It seems like it. This is still, even though I didn't make it on the fuel, it's still more relaxing than trying to build with bigger boats and do transport missions. We've made it to land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're all here. Where is the road though? I don't have my defibrillator, so I need to make sure none of them are about to die. Alright, I think we're good. Mission complete? Where's the mission complete? Yes, mission complete. Okay. And there's a crate here as well. Always check the back rooms of the hospital. Always check. Well, I'm gonna sleep and it will become daytime. Is it daytime enough? No, not daytime enough. Okay. I think these guys are gonna follow me, so looks like they're trying. While I'm here, I'll have a look around and see if I can find any crates. And then I'll be going for a swim again. There's a crate down there, but I'll get that on the way out. Man, I've got $24,000. So I've got enough money to spawn this boat again. It's just under $20,000 boat. There's the outpost. It's just over there. It's nice having a very high render distance sometimes. Create vehicle. Spy boat, you know. I called it a spy boat. It's not really anything like what I had in my mind when I was building it. Well, what I'm actually going to do is grab this one. This is clock, which is not clock, and compass, which is not compass. I think it was like this, right? So I'll fix this boat, and I will tow back the other one. So what I also want to do is increase the fuel capacity, and I'm thinking I can just get away with plugging in 2 more tanks. Ooh, 2,000 liters. Wait, so 2,000 divided by 3? These big tanks are definitely more than 600 liters of fuel. Alrighty, here we go. This should be nice and easy. Just need a rope. Connect it to there, and... Ooh. Man, how is this not a 40-meter rope? Shocking, 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 shocking. Hopefully it doesn't try to flip or anything. I'm not sure what happens when you try and tow one of those stabilizer wheels. Seems okay. Seems like it wants to go underwater a bit. I think this boat is pretty neat. It came out quite nicely for something that I had an idea in my head, and I just wanted to make something small and quick, easy to build. It's got enough seats to do rescue missions. The engine's probably a bit weak, and it's got a cargo hold that doesn't work yet. So it's got kind of all the requirements. of being able to start the game and start doing rescue missions. It is very expensive though. Having to cut out some pieces just to get it to spawn is not best. But knowing that just by expanding the fuel tanks, you should be able to go a lot further and be able to do lots of missions. I'm pretty happy with it. Well, that's convenient. A disaster. It could be this one. Way over here though. Also, this mission, this blue speedboat requires servicing. Wants me to take it halfway across the world. Silly missions like that don't deserve to be started. There's at least 2 sirens right here going off. Oof, free from the sirens. So I think that was a good, successful first mission, even though I ran out of fuel. I've definitely built way bigger boats in this small space before, so it feels kind of strange to have such a small, fat kind of boat when I know I can build way bigger than this. Maybe next time I'll try and build one of my old boats. I think it was the C17 Catalyst, and it was massive, took up the whole build zone, but I only have pictures of it, so rebuilding it from pictures could be really interesting. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Wait, there's a crate up here. What the hell? I was just getting B-roll footage. Nice.